YouTube, what is going on, y'all? This is your boy Young Texas, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Modern Warfare 2 Season 2 starts tomorrow, February 15th, and with the start of the new season comes the introduction of a long-awaited game mode, Ranked Play. In yesterday's video, I broke down how Ranked Play is going to work in Modern Warfare 2 from top to bottom, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the absolute best classes to use in Ranked Play. I want to preface this by saying that not only do these classes adhere to the CDL rules, but they also adhere to the GAs or gentleman agreements set out by the pro players. Of course, there are weapons like the M4 that, although they're not banned in the CDL, they are GA'd by the pro players, which means they're not going to be using them, which then in turn means that I'm not going to be using them in ranked play either, so I'm not even going to discuss those weapons. The first weapon you're going to want to take a look at is the TAC-56 assault rifle, and the class setup for that is currently being showed on the screen. The TAC-56 is going to be used mainly by your main AR player, who's going to be responsible for not only locking down the desired spawns, but also holding off those angles to hold off any opposing push. It can also be used occasionally by your flex player if the game mode and map combination calls for it, and you're more than likely going to want a second AR more often than not. The TAC-56 is also the assault rifle currently being used by the CDL pros, and it is an effective weapon in a ton of different scenarios. The second weapon that you should be taking a look at using over in ranked play is going to be the Vaznev 9K submachine gun, and the class setup for that is currently being shown on screen. The Vaznev 9K is going to be used mainly by your SMG players. Now, SMG players can play a ton of different roles. You can have your Slayer, which is going to be responsible for roaming around the map, kind of sticking close to where the objective is and getting those easy picks so that they don't get close to the objective. It could also be used by your objective player, which is going to be responsible for soaking up that hard point time and that control point time. It can also be used by the player that's going to be in tandem with your main AR, locking down those rotations in game modes like hardpoint. It will also be frequently used by your flex player. Now, your flex player is kind of gonna be like your little Swiss Army knife. They're gonna play a ton of different roles at once. They're gonna have a ton of different responsibilities at once, and they're pretty much just gonna fill in wherever's needed at the time. When it comes to search and destroy, though, it's going to be a little different than what I've been explaining before. I've really just been talking about how it's going to work when it comes to hardpoint and control. But when it comes to search and destroy, the weapons you're going to want to use, it's going to be the TAC-56 and the Vaznev. But how many you're going to want on the map and what the responsibilities are going to be is going to completely depend on what map you're playing on, your team's game plan, and of course, the game plan of the opposing team. When it comes to search and destroy, it also wouldn't be a bad idea to occasionally pull out a sniper, but I never do, so I don't really have a class set up for that. But yeah, sniper's not always a bad idea in S&D. As far as your lethal equipment goes, you're going to want to run either a frag grenade or a Semtex grenade. Now, which one you choose to run is completely up to you, and they both have their pros and cons, so it really depends on what you want to be able to do with your lethal equipment. For your tactical equipment, however, you're basically going to only want to run the stun grenade. Now, this is going to be great for being able to push into points easily. Say you're pushing a hard point that's currently locked down by the enemies. You can throw in a stun, jump into the hard point while they're disoriented, get an easy kill. That's going to be great. It's also great if you know that there's an enemy probably around a corner. You can stun them before pushing, so it gives you an easy kill. For your field upgrade, there's really going to be only two that you're going to want to run. The first one being Dead Silence, which is invaluable. Being able to move around the map silently is great, especially in a game mode like S&D, so you can move to a different bomb site, get a good angle on your opponents, but it can also be used in a game mode like Hardpoint so they don't know that you're, for example, hitting a flank and coming up behind them. The other field upgrade that you're going to want to look at using is going to be the trophy system. Now, of course, in a game mode like Hardpoint, if you're locking down the hardpoint, again, it can also be used in a game mode like Control if you're locking down the control point. Putting down a trophy system means that your opponents are not going to be able to send any grenades or flashes your way because the trophy system is going to take care of it. For perks, there really aren't that many perks that aren't already banned in the CDL. I think there's honestly only a very select few that aren't. So you're going to want to take a look at those perks and choose the one that's going to fit your desired playstyle the best. The CDL mosh pit that has already been active in Modern Warfare 2 for quite some time now is the perfect way to go about checking out what's going to work best for you. I suggest if you haven't, go ahead and hop in that before you hop into ranked play. See what weapon works best for you, what perks work best for you, what equipment works best for you. See what is going to set you up to be the most successful in ranked play. With all of that being said, I wish you the best of luck in grinding ranked play, hopefully all the way from the bronze skill division we're going to start all the way up to the top 250 leaderboard. But yeah, guys, that's effectively going to wrap up today's video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, be sure to drop a like and comment on it down below. Subscribe to the channel and hit that bell to turn on those notifications so you never miss any of my daily uploads. For even more from me, be sure to check out the links in the description below to connect with me on all of my social media so you never miss any of my content. Also, for the latest and greatest Call of Duty news, intel, and so much more, be sure to use the links in the description below to connect with IPC on all of our social medias as well as our website. But other than that, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and that's been it. Peace.